How you guys doing? This is Martin. Bloody last time you saw me dressed in this purple shirt, I was doing an interview at Macy's probably in about February to go work as a sales associate. Then right after that, all the COVID stuff set in. And the last job I had was I was going to the Teller Mall. I think I wore the same color. I wore this. I think one weekend I had one color. I think another day I had a different color. I was like standing at the desk where I was working for a bathroom company collecting leads for people in malls. You know what a mall is? That's a place where people used to go buy stuff. But now everyone's buying their stuff online and they're getting their shit, they're picking it up, and then they realize it sucks, and then they're taking it back to the Amazon box. So I saw that, and then I was like, I just dreamed of it. But today, I finally got I got another drip. I got a drip in August, but I got a drip in July where I got I made $54 doing something. I got a drip in August. I made $101 working at an event for team play. That was September, and then I got another drip now, just before, so I got a drip, $54 in August. No, it's July. I got $101 working a job. Got an extra $54 in August. And now I got my first drip again since being out of work since March. I'm trying to get different jobs since March. I'm working at a call center for U.S. Storage. Go to U.S. Storage. Get their product. Do not think about it. Go there. Go there. So I had an interview today to learn how to handle customer service calls for incoming and then get the property. So what I like about it, it's going to help me work on my sales skills, because it's all about sales now, man. Like I gave you, what was my lesson yesterday? I talked to you about the drive-through. If you have a drive-through, you should be watching that. I went to Wiener Schnitzel today. What did they say? What do you want? Blah, blah, blah. Do you want something else? Go for the second sale. That's what I want to teach you guys. So today I got a little drip. I'll go back tomorrow for another drip. I'll be in again next week for a drip. Like you make $30, $40 a day. Is better than zero, right? If I make at least, I'll make what you guys make on unemployment. What is that, $300 you're gonna get from the state? But do you want to really depend on the state? It looks like everyone that lived in LA has moved to the Inland Empire, moving into all those houses off the I-10, Oak Valley and stuff, because it's just packed. Because I thought maybe with all the COVID stuff and some of the places being closed, it wouldn't be that crowded on the freeway. Au contraire, man. People don't know how to drive at all. They just be, if the traffic flows, okay, I'm going to keep going 70 all the way home. Then you see them pull up the highway, get into an accident. So be careful, man, because some of these people ain't been to work since March, and then they realize, hey, the state's not going to give me any unemployment, and I don't know when I'm going to get that $300 bonus. So now they're all rushing to get a job, rushing to do this, rushing to get back to work and get some cash. They pay for those bills now, so they don't care. They're just out there. Hey, go to Amazon. Amazon's hiring. Prologis is hiring. Pep Boys Warehouse is hiring. Let me get another one. What did I look on Craigslist? Warehouse. Man, people who worked in warehouses are drug dealers, child molesters. You on the run from the law. You're a terrorist planning your next crazy act. Since this is 9/11, got to bring up the terrorists. And now you got all these people working. And what's so funny now, if you go by a store, by the warehouse, you see all these fancy cars. But it's just a warehouse. You go in there to lift shit all day, come home, and then what? You're tired. You don't know what to do. You're going to drink your beer because your back is in pain. You go do your vaping and stuff because you in pain. I would be in pain too, man, if I was lifting 50 pounds shit all day long. When I worked in the warehouse at Petavina Mold and Dye, at the end of the day, that's when Calvin and I think there was another guy who helped us toward the end. When I was working there, we put stuff in the boxes. We put the stamp, the stuff to send to the shipper, in the bubble wrap if needed, and then we sent it out. That's what we did at the end of the day. During the beginning of the day, Martin, run that injection molding machine. Martin, go out and sell springs door to door. Martin, call up these people, they owe us money. Martin, go help Calvin go help Calvin build the first generation of sonic alarms. Don't worry, you're gonna learn how to solder, put it together, test it. First generation of alarms, it was almost the same size as a garage door opener, and you press the button and it would give you like a ringing sound to like let you know that the car alarm had been armed. So that was just the first generation of car loan. So I did that. I worked a giant injection molding machine where I was running the plastic parts. As the plastic parts came off, they gave me like a little X-Acto blade thing. You had to go around them when the machine put too much plastic on the ends, you would cut it off and put it together and check them and then put them in a box. And sometimes we just sent the different cases to the dealer who made the sonic alarms, and they would put them together themselves. So that was my memory of a warehouse. But now it's just like, what I want you to think about today is great to get that drip from the warehouse. Go watch my tips where I talk about getting those tips. But I want you to go out and do something else. It's only, I can already tell, you only can hire many, you can only have so many warehouses. I'm driving around, I'm seeing people rushing to get to the warehouses. So that tells me like they're telling them, hey, if you're late, if you get these certain points on your record, we're going to let you go. So I know they're getting strict on the warehouse at the time. And we'll find out, like, so as the malls start open up and people start, like, I see people like keep getting packages. What is it? Drop shipping, trying to get the different packages. I still don't know why. It's just a waste of time. But that's for another day. So we're going to see how long this warehouse thing lasts. But what I want you to do, like, think about the second sale. Or, like, think about, like, what I told you. Like, pretend your life, you're a drive-through worker. And you want to make money. Right now, your warehouse is giving you $50 an hour. Now, what are you going to do for the second sale? The second sale is you bring in additional money after you make the first sale. Like Grant Cardone says. You made the warehouse dollar. You made your $15 an hour working at a warehouse. That's great, man. And what are you going to do for your second act? Because you can't, honestly, you can't live on no $50 an hour. 15 times 40, I hate to do this calculation, I always mess it up. 15 times 40 is 600 times 4, that's $2,400 a month. After taxes, that's like $1,800. And a lot of you guys, I see you with your fancy cars, so you're at least spending at least maybe $300 to $400 on your car. And the insurance, where you go AIS, Adriana, Veronica, Geico. Who's your insurance carrier? You just trying to say, got a fancy car, but I got Geico, AIS, all these cheap places you trying to get your insurance. So that's it. At least gonna cost you $150, man. You ain't gonna get off that cheap, unless you're just gonna get liability for the car. Hope you don't get into an accident, or unless, like some of you guys, maybe your mom and dad will insure you. And also you get to live at home with your car. You be big time in mom and dad. You driving a Mercedes, you driving a Charger, you driving a fancy car, and you see your parents and you're like, Mom and Dad, I'm a man, but I gotta bring my girlfriend home to the house to fuck with you here. What does that mean? If you're gonna be a man, at the very least say, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm gonna set up a tent in the back of my yard and go have sex with my girlfriend. Now, if you do that, I respect you. But you're going to be like the COVID house I see in Highland. There's like 6 cars in front of the house. I know the house only has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, maybe 3 baths. But even at 6 people, not counting the friends they bring over, not counting the boyfriend and girlfriend that the son or daughter wants to bring home and fuck. And then after that, the girl maybe takes it in the mouth, or the guy is licking the girl and he goes out giving mama a kiss and shit. I call that a taboo house now, man. You know, I call it a taboo house. Hey, if you're going to screw with your girlfriend or boyfriend in the other room, what you telling your parents? You say, hey, Mom, I'm good. Maybe you want to try me out too. Or you're saying, Dad, he likes me. Maybe you like me too. And you say, Martin, that's perverted. Is it really perverted? Is it really perverted? Think about it, man. I mean, what are you saying? Like, if my room is here, your room is here. Mom and Dad are next door. What are you trying to tell Mom and Dad? You tell me. That's why I say, hey, if you're going to buy yourself a car, get your place to live. Very least, do like my neighbors. Get your apartment, sneak somebody in, and now they playing the guitar. I call them Sting. They work at a warehouse. So it must be the warehouse must be cutting back on the income, because then a guy, people had new cars and stuff, so it looks like that money's getting tight. We got to bring a roommate in, so you know that's going to end a disaster. Girlfriend, boyfriend, hey, let's just bring this guy in so we can still keep our independence. Yeah, good luck. I tried that, my friend. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. That's all I got to say. Happened to me once. That's enough. Once you take a ride in the back of that cop car, you're just like, this ain't working. Got to put an end to this. And I did it again. I moved in with the girlfriend. That was a disaster. I think I've tried it 3 times trying to move in with the girlfriend, man. Don't do it, man. You don't want to do that. But what I'm talking about today, Steam, is second sales, second chances. You're making that money at the warehouse. I assume warehouse because that's all I think. That's all that's really hiring. Warehouse. Maybe if you're blessed, you get a good sales job where you work in commission. Or maybe you're like at a retail place that's actually open, like a Vons or like a... let's say I'm at a Bevmo. People getting alcohol, so be on the lookout, man. We're gonna get some cheap alcohol. There ain't no cheap alcohol, man. This generation, I call it the live rich, die broke. They don't not even do that. They live rich, die in debt. They're like, well, it's better to live rich than die rich. That's okay, man. But it's like this is like the payment generation. So, because the first generation in history where there's no interest for savings in the bank. When I was younger, you could get 10% interest on your money. So if I put $1,000 in the bank, that would be $100 back of passive income you could get by just putting that money in the bank and not spending it, and not doing anything. Now, it's like, what is it? I saw it was like $500 you put in a savings account, you get 1% back. So that's basically $5 on $500. You know how long it would take you to double your money? Like 180,000 years or something. So that's why I came up with my special blackjack retirement fund. Why don't you take that $500, go to Vegas, especially now because they want to get you there. Hey, if I just win $50 and I'm gonna charge my room and stuff because I'm there for a business trip. If I make $50 off of that $500, that's 10 times more than I would make by putting it in the bank. And I'm going to the downtown Grand Hotel, and they have the different parlay bets. So I'm going to play $5 per hand, put $5 on here, pay $5 a parlay. I'm going to play the multi-deck, and I should at least be able to win like $100, $200, depending on how the cards fall. In addition to my money that I'm winning blackjack, I could come away with $300 or $400, man. That's more than I would get by, what is it? So if I came up with $50 and you only get $5 for $500 that you put in the bank, that means in 10 years time I would have won at a blackjack table $50, what I would have to get leaving my money in the bank, $500 in the bank for 10 years. See, that's why all the money's at risk. And that's how even I have my Powerball fund where I'm trying to give you some strategies on how to play Powerball. Tip I can give you for Powerball is just make sure you pick your numbers yourself, man. Pick your numbers yourself. Just think, if you're going to let the machine pick the money for you, that's like the hen watch. That's like the hen. I call it the hen and the hen watching. I call it the hen watching the chicken coop. It's like, okay, you guys go in. I'll protect you. Oh, you little chickie, come home with me. I'll give you special protection, which means I'm going to eat you. And not in a good way either. So... But today's theme is just second sales. Can you get a second sale? What I mean by second sale is, can you find a way to bring in a second source of income? If you're working drive-through, just pick up my drive-through. If you drive-through people, I already help Carl's Jr. make $10 million extra this year if they just do what I said. Instead of saying, do you want my big double bacon Western cheeseburger thing? Just say, hey, what do you want to order? Then you can say, hey, toss that in at the end. Hey, would you like to try a burger? Blah, 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 blah. And they say how much that costs, give it a price. If not, okay. But you got to learn how to put the buyer at ease. Go for that money. And then after that, just go for the second sale. Hey, would you like to add this on? Would you have to like that on? You got to beg for money now. You got to beg. That's what I'm saying. That was my mistake when I got laid off back at 95. I did not beg for money. I'm begging for money. Like you beg for pussy, beg for money. Like, hey, I need this money. I need it. You're going to have to get upset with you. They look at you mean. You shouldn't be begging. That's all right. The more you beg, you're going to have a low closing ratio, especially now, but you're going to be eating. You won't be eating top ramen. You'll be like the only one in your apartment complex actually going shopping at a real supermarket, not like a Aldi's grocery outlet. Give me some more. 99-cent store. Dollar Tree. At least you'll go to a real place, do some real shopping. Get some healthier food, man, because you need that. Because you can't go to the doctor no more because they got hospitals, but they don't want you to get sick. Was it now? They got hospitals, but we don't want people in the hospitals. Who? And Scooby-Doo would say, who? You know who Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo and Shaggy for Scooby-Doo, I don't know. Just like, what's the point of having a hospital if we don't put people in the hospital? See how we were like in bizarro world now? We don't want anyone sick in a hospital. But I thought that's the reason we have hospitals. That's the reason I went to med school to work. Now you're telling me I don't want to go to the hospital and I want to... This is like, we are like in a bizarro world now. Since Trump got elected president, everything has become bizarro. So everything is just up is down, down is up. But what I want you to do is think about what are some ways you can get some secondary sources of income. If you work at a drive-through, hey, can you make how many second sales? How many times can you just be dumb? Hey, would you want something else? Would you want something else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? And then you can come in the end and say, hey, can we add our something to it? Can we add this? Can we add that? That's what I want you to work on now. Right now I'm parking and like all these people, you got the Mercedes, all these cars are pulling up. So that's what happens. Like I said, you got to get attention, man. I got my Camry with the dent on the side where I backed into a pole at a gas station trying to back in. But I got my 2014 Camry. Now I got everyone on me. They're fancy cars. That's okay, man. Yeah, they're fancy cars, but they be shopping at. Are you shopping at Aldi's? Or are you going to go shop at Vons where you get your one item? That's what I like. Like the old people taking out all these bags of food and the young people bring out one loaf of bread, hot dog or beer and stuff. They get into their Lotuses and get into their Porsches and but they eat that, but the food is bad. It's sad. This generation is so fucked, man. I call it the class of 20. I call it the generation FU class because they've been fucked over, man. They don't know what to do anymore. They're just trying to hang on, man. But that's what I'm saying. Subscribe to my channel. Get into my channel. Learn some of the stuff I'm talking to you. Get on board with me, man. Get on board with me. I'll watch out for you, man. I've been there. I've been laid off. I've been fired. I've had pay cuts. I know what it's taking 10%, 5%, 15% pay cuts. I know what it's like to own property and not have your neighbors pay. I've been there, so I know what it is to be a property owner and renter. But you got to put money at risk now. So today's theme is second sale. Go back to my lesson yesterday. You drive through businesses, you just say, hey, how can we get some easier second sales? What did Martin's tell us not to do? And then you can apply that to your own life. You got to get into the game. Once you get into the game, then you can start stretching it. Hey, can I do more of this? Can I do more of that? But you got to deliver. But what I want you to do today, join my channel. We're shooting for 1 million people. Today is just, especially watch Grant Cardone. Look at how to get to second sale. Join my channel. Talk to you later.